조명이 대리
신입 이상준, 직장인들의 일상 대화로 영어 살짝쿵 배워볼까요?
Our
Office Hours. 대리님, thank you for everything you've done for me this year.
Oh, it was nothing. I'm glad you found your feet here.
대리님, is today not a short work day? I heard other companies are only working in the morning, having their end-of-the-year speeches and leaving early.
It never crossed my mind. Since it's the last day of the year, we still need to tie up some loose ends. For years, most places just announce the year's objectives virtually and have scaled down any actual events altogether.
My friend from college says they're having end-of-the-year speeches, a company dinner, and getting their year-end bonuses.
Oh, Sang-jun, you've still got a lot to learn about office life.
Oh no, I didn't mean anything by it, 조 대리님. I really love this job. I'll work even harder next year.
That's the spirit. Here's to 2025. So that was our last office hour
Yes.
dialogue for 2024.
It was. 이상준 신입사원 퇴사 안 하고 잘 버텼네요.
정말이에요.
yeah.
좀 큰일 날 뻔했죠.
I can't
A few
believe it,
times.
honestly.
Yeah, that's right. He made it. He made it. Okay, so let's take a look at some great expressions. We've got really good ones today. It says here, of course, 상준, 감사합니다, 대리님 이렇게 하니까 조 대리님이 I'm glad you've found your feet here.
Yes.
자, found your feet. 아니, 왜 우리 발을 찾았어요?
Kind of. In a way, in a metaphorical way,
Yeah.
비유적으로 말하자면. So this finding your feet is about getting used to a new location or new situation.
이제 적응을 하는 거죠.
Yes.
Okay.
The image that might be good to think of is we don't do this much anymore, but people used to travel by ship and by
Yes.
boat.
Right.
And I heard that when you first get on a boat, because it moves,
You get sick.
you get sick, you kind of maybe even fall over because you have not found your feet.
Got it. I
Yeah.
see. So that's how it was used.
Yeah, so after a while, you start to get used to the movement of the boat, and it's no longer difficult to walk around.
Totally understood. 그러니까 이제 처음에는 좀 상황이 새롭고 그런데 이제 시간이 좀 지날수록 이제 그 적응이 되는 거예요.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a related term called sea legs.
Sea legs. Yeah.
바다의 다리. So when you find your sea legs, you're able to walk on the boat
Yeah.
as if you're a captain of a ship or
Right.
a pirate or
그러니까 이제 배는 아니지만 사무실이 배라고 생각하면 돼요.
맞아 같은 배를 타고 있으니까.
Yeah. 그래서 우리 영어 표현에서 배 관련된 그런 표현들이 많잖아요.
Yes.
Right? So find your feet 적응하다. 제 위치를 찾다. 뭔가 이제 좀 안정감이 있는 거예요.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Now, 조대님 says 이제 상준 씨가 우리 반차 like can we leave early 좀 일찍 퇴근할 수 있나요? 파티 없나요? 이렇게 물어보니까 주대리님이 it never crossed my mind 이런 말을 쓰는데 to cross one's mind 이거는 어떤 의미인가요?
So this is similar to I never thought about it. The difference is though with something not crossing your mind
Yeah.
or crossing your mind, these are thoughts that you don't mean intentionally. It's a thought that comes in without you wanting it to.
그냥 싹 지나가는 거, 스쳐가는
Yeah.
거죠. Right? So 그래서 보통 it never negative, it never or it didn't cross my mind. 한 번도 그런 생각을 안 해봤는데 이렇게 아시면 될 것 같아요.
Yes.
All right, tie up some loose ends. 자, 연말이니까 you have to tie up some loose ends. What does this mean?
This means you've got to do the final actions to complete a project, for example. You've done almost everything, but there are a few little things you still have to complete.
네, 그래서 일을 마무리 짓다, 뭐 끝 마무리를 하다, right? It's like these things should be tied up, but they're hanging. So you gotta tie up the loose ends.
Just a little bit.
Just
Yeah,
a little
just
bit.
to the
Okay.
ends, yeah.
And just quickly, what is to scale something down or scale up?
So scale is about how big or how small something is, right? So scale down means to make smaller. Just like these New Year's events we're having,
Yeah.
we are scaling them down.
So you're reducing them.
You're reducing the size of the event, for example.
Okay. So 뭐 일을 축소시키다, 뭐 확장시키다. Now, if you scale up, right? So it just is another way of saying to reduce.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can scale down your budget. You can scale down a project.
You can scale down your life.
You can scale down your life even.
Maybe you were really busy doing lots of things, and now you're going to, just focus
Make
on
it
smaller
smaller.
things
Yeah.
and be maybe a little quieter in your life.
Right. So yes, it is close to reduce, but I almost feel like it's closer to make something smaller. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. So shall we have this conversation in Korean and in English?
테리님, thank you for everything you've done for me this year. 올 한 해 정말 감사했어요.
It was nothing. I'm glad you found your feet here. 상주 씨, 직장 적응 잘 한 것 같아. 나도 고맙네.
테리님, is today not a short work day? 우리 회사는 단축 근무는 안 하나요? 다른 회사는 정무식하고 오전 업무만 하던데요? I heard other companies are only working in the morning, having their end of the year speeches and leaving early.
It never crossed my mind. 글쎄, 생각해 본 적이 없네. 한 해 마지막 날이니까 어차피 처리할 업무도 많고, since it's the last day of the year, we still need to tie up some loose ends. For years, most places just announce the year's objectives virtually and have scaled down any actual events altogether. 그리고 우리 회사는 종무식 행사 자체를 축소하는 분위기 된 지 오래야.
My friend from college says they're having end of the year speeches, a company dinner, and getting their year-end bonuses. 제 대학 동기네 회사는 회식하고 연말 보너스도 주고 그러던데요.
상준, you've still got a lot to learn about office life. 이상준, 아직 직장 생활 적응 덜 됐네.
Oh, no, I didn't mean anything by it, 조대리님. 아닙니다요. 저는 우리 회사가 정말 좋아요. 내년에도 열심히 하겠습니다. I really love this job. I'll work even harder next year.
그래. 2025년에도 잘 해보자고요. That's the spirit. Here's to 2025.